Alright, so here we are for our lesson 19 quiz corrections. So number 1 says to find the rate, who is making the most money. So we're going to do Stephanie first. Remember, rate is y over x. So it needs to be money over hours, and we see this based off of the graph. And for Stephanie, we see here that in 3 hours she makes $28.50. So in 1 hour, we know we'd have to divide by 3 on the bottom, so we're going to divide by 3 on the top. And in the calculator, 28.5 divided by 3 gives us 9.5, so that means she would make $9.50 in 1 hour. Now I'm going to look at the graph for Bill. So again, the same thing, money over hours. And you guys have the better graph on your paper. Mine's not so great on here, but you're going to look at that first point on the graph. That first point says that in 15 hours, Bill makes $150. So in 1 hour, we'd have to divide by 15. So we're going to divide by 15 on the top. In the calculator, if you do 150 divided by 15, we would get 10. So Bill makes $10 an hour. And then we're going to look down here at Sam, and Sam has the equation m equals 10.5t. So remember, we said you can plug in for the time that you want. We want 1 hour, so we can do 10.50 times 1, which would give us 10.50. So then we can say Sam would make $10.50 per 1 hour. So now you need to answer the question, who's making the most money? And we can see here, based off of these three, that Sam is making the most money. Alright, so that's number 1. Number 2, same idea, except now we're comparing miles and hours. So first we're going to do Rick. And we see on the graph miles needs to be on top, and then hours on the bottom. So if we look at Rick first, we see that in 2 hours he drives 120 miles. So to find 1 hour, we'd have to divide by 2 on the bottom, divide by 2 on the top, and we know we can probably do it in our head. 120 divided by 2 would give us 60. So he can drive 60 miles in 1 hour. For Shannon, same thing. We're doing miles and we are doing hours. And we're going to use the points on the graph. Again, look at yours on the paper. It's a lot better. At that first point, we can see in 3 hours, Shannon can drive 45 miles. So to find 1 hour, we'd have to divide by 3 on the bottom, divide by 3 on the top. Then the calculator, if you don't remember, 45 divided by 3 gives us 15, so she can only go 15 miles in 1 hour. And then for Lauren, we have the equation. So again, we can plug in that time that we want. We want 1 hour, so we can do 50 times 1, which gives us 50. So we can say that Lauren can drive 50 miles in 1 hour. So now if we compare them, we can see that Rick drives the fastest and Rick can drive the most in 1 hour. So we can say that Rick drives the most in 1 hour. Alright, and that's it for the quiz corrections.